Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Thank you all so much on the last video support. It means a lot and I didn't expect it to do as well as it did. So today we're going to be looking at some weird incel website stuff that you could find on the internet. So yeah, here we go. So let me go ahead and I already had it searched earlier right here. Alrighty, we found this weird website called idsglobal.org/explainer/incels. Today we're going to learn about incel culture and then we're going to react to a lot of this crap too. So let's go ahead and get started. Incels, a short for involuntarily celibates. Incels forge a sense of identity around a perceived inability to form sexual or romantic relationships. They may blame themselves, society at large, and specifically women. Most self-identified incels are men for these perceived failures and therefore feel a bitterness towards women in themselves. Now, one thing I do want to say is, like, I don't understand this whole thing anyways. Like, yes, dating is hard, and yes, some people are shitty, but at the end of the day, bro, you can kind of control yourself. But anyways, let's keep on going. Incels form part of what has been dubbed the manosphere, an umbrella term referring to interconnected misogynistic communities online. The manosphere is dangerous because it is founded in and fueled by a hatred of women. Individuals and networks in the manosphere express conspiratorial and often violent beliefs about women, where a woman's only value is her ability to procreate or to fulfill the sexual needs and desires of men, where women are referred as to as subhuman sexual objects, and where feminism is seen as an enemy of mankind. Holy fuck, like, I don't know why this have so much hatred in this group, but I understand, like, it's frustrating, but like I said, man, this is like fucking crazy. Like, trying to do acts of violence is wild, bro, against people that don't like you back. That's just fucking stupid and petty. Imagine going outside though and like telling somebody, I'm gonna embrace my manosphere of my hatred of women because I'm a fucking incel. It's like, anyone that brags about that shit, Brad, don't do that. Bragging about being an incel is like bragging about being a fucking abuser. Like, that's just stupid. The manosphere, especially incels, has been affiliated with acts of violence. Incel-related violence is increased regarded as a form of terrorism in Canada. For example, the perpetrator of a fatal stabbing was charged with terrorism offenses. And yet, people on the internet embrace this type of shit. Like, this is a good example why you should not be affiliated with this type of bullshit with incel groups or black pill groups. And we're going to learn more about that as we go along with this website. Ooh, so we get to learn about some instances of incel-related violence. Isla Vista, California in 2014, Elliot Rodger killed 7, including himself, and an injured additional 14 in a rampage attack. He is revered in many incel forums. Wow, that's fucking, like, that's ridiculous as shit. But anyways, Roseburg, Oregon, 2015. Chris Harper Mercer kills 10, including himself. His writings glorified mass killers, including Elliot Rodger, and expressed anger over his perceived lack of sexual success. Man, people are literally killing women because of their fucking virgin personalities and shit. Like, it's okay to be a virgin, but damn, like, being so fucking pissed off at life that you want to kill people and blame women, like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all need Jesus. In Aztec, New Mexico in 2017, a guy named William Edward Atchison killed 2 at a high school and then shoots himself. He previously praised Elliot Rodger online. Bro, why? What's with the high schoolers, dude? What do they fucking do? Like, bro, they're not even your age for one. Like, bro, like, go fucking take it out on somebody else, dude. Like, you need a punching bag or a pillow. Like, holy fuck. In Toronto, Canada, 2018, Alec Minnesson killed 10 in injuries, 15 people in a vehicle ramming attack. On his social media channels, he expressed admiration for being inspired by Elliot Rodger and that he hopes his own attack will inspire more violence. Importantly, Missanian's claim of inceldom was refuted by investigators as well as the judge who sentenced him. Menesesan himself later conceded during the trial that he lied about his motivations to gain notoriety. Fuck, I don't know how to pronounce that, but hello, this is post-editing of Margs here, and yeah, it's notoriety. I don't know why I fucked that up. But yeah. I will say about this whole thing is, when you're like so indulged in the internet culture with this black pilled like incel shit, that you go to the judge, right, and they ask you, what is your reason for killing these people? Well, Your Honor, I just want to embrace my inceldom and manosphere so I can kill these people. It's like, they're going to look at you like, bro, do you even touch grass? Like, what the fuck? And sentence this man to fucking 20 years and call it a day. In Glendale, Arizona, a man who identified as an incel online attacks a mall, injuring three. Of course, bro. Only fucking three people, but still, like, that is stupid. Why, though? Since 2015, at least 53 people have been killed in incel related violence. While many incels condemn these acts of violence as well as increasingly misogynistic direction of incel communities more broadly, some have islandized their perpetrators. Elliot Rodger, for example, is sometimes referred as a Saint Elliot or Supreme Gentleman Elliot Rodger. Now, all this shit, honestly, makes you realize is think for yourself, y'all. Like, if you're gonna embrace some fucked up human being or some stupid ass incel on the internet or whatever, like, bro, like, y'all gotta think for yourselves. Like, having that much hatred in your heart is just really sad. Okay, y'all, we're gonna learn about the Chads, Stacy's, and Becky's. They're very similar to alphas. Chads are considered the opposite of incels in that they are successful with women and conveniently handsome. Incels may refer to Chads in a mocking sense with admiration. Incels may also use radicalized versions of Chad, including Chapreet, Chatham, Chang. In some cases, incels may use Tyrone to refer to black Chads. These are generally founded in racist stereotypes, but are one example of how incels may integrate misogyny with other forms of bias. Holy fuck! I didn't even know. Like, I knew that shit, but like I didn't know like that was actually a legitimate, real thing for people that they used. They actually feel threatened and intimidated. That's fucking stupid. Stacy's are the female equivalent to Chads, but are generally referred to more negatively than Chads. Stacy's are often characterized as beautiful, hyper feminine, but dumb and promiscuous incels. Believe Stacy's will only go for Chads or alphas. Becky's are considered more basic and therefore beneath Stacy's in terms of appearance. And then, of course, we see all these fucking diagram pictures. The Becky, nerdy bun, has a few beta orbiters. $5 backpack, wants to fuck Chad, needs to wear super tight yoga pants to get a few looks, minimal wage job at Starbucks, goes to school to work on her meme career, thinks guys like the natural look, loose baggy clothing to hide small tits, flat ass. Well, one thing too, I will say is, if we're going to stereotype shit like this, is like, if you're going to be an incel and whatnot, like, you do realize you don't have to choose these types of people. Like, if you know there's a bunch of stereotypes, just don't fucking choose these fucking people, dude. Just choose something that's not your type. Most of the time, who blame, like, women for this type of bullshit or whatever are usually the ones that are just, like, going after the wrong type of women that they like, and it's their fault secretly, but no one wants to talk about that. Of course, the Stacy, big tits and ass showing fertility, makeup on point, $2,000 Gucci bag, fucks Chad, has countless orbiters and numerous Chads blowing up her phone, sexy, majestic, long blonde hair, natural curvy body gives men instant erections, never works a day in her life, lives in luxury. Now, I will say, I know someone like this, but that does not mean that you're entitled to be dating you or whatever the fuck you believe. Jesus Christ. They even have the virgin walk. Looks below parallel, avoids eye contact, and looks away immediately. If accidental contact, too polite, gives too much space for oncoming traffic, struggles to find comfortable hand form, might be too tense and rigid. Walking pace forms lacks a fluidity because his struggles to auto walk, analogous to always manually breathing. Walks too fast, compulsively needs to pass anyone walking slightly slower than him. Long strides. Hair seems to overreact to wind. Head craned forward. Back slouch. Stiff straight arms. Little arm movement. Man, this is a lot of fucking shit. Am I right reading a fucking like class on this shit? Because this was what it feels like. It feels like some teacher teaching me online about incels and black pills. I like how like this is very serious, but they're using like meme pictures of things that people like make fun of online all the time. Oh man, the Chad Strife apparently has, how to figure out how to always look at everyone at once at all times, does not register emotions or feelings of others at all. Of course, dude, you're basically saying they're the assholes. And yes, I will say, there's a lot of fucking people who like assholes, but it's not just fucking, like, women. Men like bad douchey girls too. It goes both ways, y'all. That's another thing too that some people don't understand is it goes both ways. And I bet there's fucking, incel women that probably make stupid ass graphs like this too. And the moment we've all been waiting for, we're going to learn about what black pills and blue pills and red pills are all about. Because there's a lot of different types of this shit. I've heard on the internet on my Call of Duty channel. And yeah, let's go. Let's read all this crap. Pilling, similarly to REMVE groups, incels use pilling language to categorize different worldviews. These metaphorical pills are inspired by the film The Matrix, in which the protagonist is offered a blue pill or a red pill, the latter of which show him how really the world really is. In this vein, incels may refer to being red-pilled as recognizing and embracing their worldview. Importantly, given the popularity of the film that has inspired this terminology, pilling language needs to be understood in the broader context of how that it is used. I really do like The Matrix as a kid, but bro, I never took these pill terminologies and actually took them that seriously. Like, it's just a fucking movie. Alrighty, the red pill. It's essentially an acceptance of the worldviews put forth by whatever individual or group is using the term. In the context of the manosphere, therefore, the red pill is recognizing, among others, that feminism is harmful to men, that men are the victims of a genocentric world, and especially amongst incels, particularly in more extreme sub-communities, that men are entitled to sex and that women should therefore be sexually available to them. Importantly, the red pill is used not only to denote obedience by these narratives, but also to call action to further decimate them. Some incel forums and other manosphere websites now feature videos or threads about how to red pill others, especially women. Similarly, some sites direct call to their visitors to take the red pill, where the red pill is offered as an explanation for and solution to all the woes and ills of men, whenever that's unhappiness in marriage, unemployment, or self-esteem. Finally, individuals that consider themselves red pill may refer to those as normies or blue pill, using derogatorily. Man, so I've heard about this shit a lot on my Call of Duty channel, right? And I will say is, if you really want someone to like you, you don't have to be an alpha Chad asshole just to do it. Like, a lot of people get this shit wrong, like having to take these terminology pills bullshit. Like, we don't have to group everything like this individually, to make a choice. We have to mainly think for ourselves more often. But anyways, on to the next pill. The blue pill. The blue pill sits opposites of the red pill. If you are blue pilled, you are considered to be ignorant of how the world really is. In other words, you don't abide by the worldwide put forth by that consider themselves red pilled. So basically what they're saying is you're like an NPC, you're naive, and you just don't care, and you're ignorant. And I get that to an extent, but like, bro, like, it doesn't mean it has to be a terminology or a pill. It's stupid. The black pill. It's not as common across all components of the manosphere as the red pill is, but most notably, it is used by incels to refer to hopelessness, that there is no way of being out of being an incel. While both red-pilled and black-pilled incels are unhappy with being involuntarily celibate, those who identify as red-pilled generally feel there's ways out of that status, while those identify as black-pilled believe that their situation is permanent and inescapable. Dissimilar to other communities in the manosphere. Incel forms are therefore often rifled with imagery mentions of suicide, of LDAR, lay down and rot, or going ER, in which refers to Elliot Rodger of the Isla Vista killings. Now, okay, I think it's fucking stupid that people limit their thinking process and their restrictions. Like, if you choose to be black-pilled, you're just literally playing the victim card, dude. It is your fucking fault. I don't care what people got to say about this, but, like, if you say you're a black pill and you feel like you can't get out of shit and that you were meant to be in this position, nah, man, that's just on you, straight up. And it's sad. I don't associate with any of these bullshit pills. And the next one we're going to talk about is the reason why I don't associate with all of this terminology bullshit. Now, I don't want YouTube to get mad at me for me saying this, but I'm just going to call it the grape pill. The grape pill is excessively amongst a subset of the incel community. Grape cells that often mentioned believe male-female sexual relations should always be decided by the man and that therefore female consent is not necessary. This subset forms a small minority of the wider incel ecosystem. And this is why all this terminology shit should not be taken seriously. This is really fucked up, messed up. I don't care what you want to call it. any excuse in the book saying that you're fucking this type of pill is ridiculous. The fact that it's even real is one thing. Obviously, no one really talks about it too often, but the fact that it's really exists in this stupid ass website, man, like, it's sad. And people are going to literally go this far just because of stupid internet culture like this. And this is why, in my honest opinion, that none of this shit should be okay. And the last but not least is the pink pill, as noted by the Anti-Defamation League, which many incels argue that women, by definition, cannot be incels, since there will always be incels willing to sleep with women. Femcells do make up a small subset of incel culture. The pink pill is used by female incels essentially the same way the black pill is used by male incels. It's the belief that nothing will change their situation that would be considered desirable by men. Well, this whole website, I will say, it's fucking wild. Like the fact that you can take like a whole class course on this and just read this bullshit is crazy. Another thing I will say is same thing applies to just anyone in this world, bro. I do believe that it's okay to be alone. Like, there's times where people get lonely. I haven't dated in a long ass time, and at one point I have a girlfriend now, but I will say, dude, is it can happen to anyone. But bro, taking these fucking routes or stupid ass pills, or even making excuses to trying to commit crimes like this and look up to people like Elliot Rodger, like, this is like ridiculous, bro. And this is why red pill, black pill, pink pill, grape pill terminology is just not it. Like, it's so crazy how many people online are convinced that they like are stuck in this type of crap. But all in all, it's all a mindset thing, and it's completely their fault. Anyways, everybody, if you gotten this far into the video, thank you all so much for watching. I hope to get more sometime soon, and thank you guys for sticking with me and being supportive. I'll see y'all in the next video, and y'all take care.